Before she gets started, I just want to say this, put it in context for our younger members of the family. The presence of Aunt Marie, Aunt Thelma, Uncle Buddy, Uncle Leroy, all of our ancestors are embodied in this moment right here.
Your daddy.
Our daddy. Just the idea that she would have the guts, the vision to want to do this is a remarkable testament to Grandmother Bertha, who died Christmas in 1947, who didn't have a funeral because she was an urban. Right? She didn't have a funeral, but here it is, her great-granddaughter. So she's going to run for mayor of New York City. And we have New York all through our family. It's all through our family because all of our family would go up to New York and come back down. That's part of the black experience. So that's why it's important. And so, Jaja, it's all yours, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that introduction. And I have to say that the words that you just expressed are very, very telling, and they're very, very important. And they actually ring true as to the reason why I decided to run for mayor. Right? You know, you talk about our family, you talk about our history and our lineage, but you know, one of the mantras that we have within our family is root hog or die.
Yes,
right? We are a family that definitely knows how to create something from nothing. Right? We are definitely a family that are not just talking about it, but we're change makers. So a lot of people ask me all the time, why did I decide that I want to run for mayor? Right? But when I think about that, I think back to our family. Right? And I think about where we came from and what we're made of, right? I think about the expression my mom used to always say to us, that a favor is not a favor unless you go out your way for someone, right? And as I thought about all of those things, and I started seeing what was going on around me, and I thought about the Harriet Tubmans that were willing to give their life to get us to this point. And the things that are happening, I had to ask myself, what am I doing to create impact? You see, I live in New York City. New York City is one of the best cities in the world, right? And they're doing a lot of things to build up the city. But as I saw them building up the city and I saw more and more homeless people, I was just compelled to want to do something, right? When I see the demise of middle class, right? The thought whether kids are going to be able to get a good education, where it's more important to spend $337,000 a year to keep someone incarcerated as opposed to spending $30,000 a year to educate them.
Absolutely. Wow. Preach.
And you know, I think about all of these things, and the one thing I have to understand, and one of the things that brought me to this is that the reality is that we created this. We created this.
We did.
And we walk around here and we pretend as though that there's nothing that we can do to change it. But as I sat in meetings with elected officials that told me how things can't change because it's the law, my thought was, if the law is not working for us, it's our job to fix it.
Exactly right.
Right? And I understood that we need new leadership.
Yes.
And I realized that it was important, at least for me, that I create the leadership I want to see.
Yes.
I couldn't let the perception of losing something keep me in the fear of doing something.
Oh.
I know that I surround myself with some of the best people that have the greatest minds and the best hearts. They're sitting at the table, but nobody is listening to them. I want to give them an opportunity to be heard.
Yes.
So that's why I decided that I was going to be run for mayor. And if I listen to everyone that I talked to before now, I shouldn't be in this position right now. But I know that that's part of the reason why we have to do it. We have to create a movement. It's time. It's time for us to create a new path.
That's right.
Right? It's time for us to create the change that we want to see. So that we can have these kind of conversations for the next generation. Right?
Yes.
We have to think about those that came before us and what they sacrificed and what are we willing to sacrifice.
That's right.
We all have a duty and an obligation to create impact for your new granddaughter or grandson that's coming. What will be our legacy? What will we tell them? Right? That people died for us and we got to this point, we said, oh, well, this is what it is. It's the Lord. No, we have to do something.
We do.
So I'm compelled to do something. I know that we can do better, right? To the extent that I'm okay, it's not enough. To the extent that any of us are okay, it's not enough. We all have to do more. So I'm trying to create a movement. And one of the things that I have to say is my family, I really appreciate all of you. And I just thank you so much for all of the love and the support that you give me. And that's how I know that this is possible. It's not about what other people see. It's about what it is I see for myself.
Very good.
Come on now.
Yes.
So, thank you.
All right now. Yes. Yes. Well done. Well done, JT.
All right, Red, you're up next. Josh,
Okay,
How
Red.
can I